today, Riley thought it would be fun if we did a video looking back at about a year or so ago. I did a video about how my 15-year-old was driving. She's now almost 17. She's been driving for, I don't know, over a year now. So we're going to watch the video and comment on how different she drives now from then.
And the lies my mother told in this video.
Oh, whatever.
Why do you always laugh at that? Every time we watch one of her videos, she does this when she laughs.
What is this?
The cube to your charger.
So, okay. Anyway. Riley's driving is
slower than balls.
What?
I'm going the speed limit. Shut up.
Get here.
I believe this is the part where Thomas says she drives slower than balls.
Thomas says Riley drives slower than balls. Turned 15 and a half, which in New Hampshire means that she can legally drive with an adult over 25. So I let her drive to school today. Usually they take the bus, but I let her drive all the way to school today. And if you follow me on Instagram, I videotaped Thomas's reaction to how she drives, and he said she drives slower than balls. So I don't know what that means.
You do know what that means, Mother.
How are balls slow, though? They're balls. They don't move.
It's an expression. Slower than balls. It's hotter than balls. It's colder than balls.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, how slow is that?
Slow.
Okay. I don't know how slow balls are, but apparently they're slow. But here's the thing. Riley actually drives very cautiously, which is great. I don't want cautiously my ass.
That was true at the time.
At the time. Now she thinks she's like, I don't know, Mario and
Dude, I drive better than you anyways.
No.
Yes. I can back up.
On her speeding down the road, she tries very, very hard to follow the speed limits. She goes, and you know, most of the roads to school are back roads, so she was doing 30 miles an hour. Yeah, now she goes like 40, she went 50. Under a little bit. But whatever, I think it's fine. So I find myself, and I know parents do this all over the place, but, and it's not even like she's a bad driver, but I'm so paranoid. So I reach for that pretend brake on my side. Like I still do that. On the brake, even though I still do that. She's driving less than 30. And I try really, really hard because she yells at me because I yell at her. I do yell at her. I still yell at you sometimes. I notice she veers to the right a lot, and I always think she's going to run off. Oh my God, I still think that sometimes. So I'm trying to not yell at her and say things like, you're driving off the road, stay in the middle. Oh my God. So I try to just give her helpful hints.
I try not to.
You do? I do.
Really? Every 5 seconds she reaches for like that handle and goes.
Yeah, because she drives like a crazy person. A crazy person.
No.
There's no need for you to be driving like that. You're only 17. Not even 17, you're 16. Mm-hmm. Like, you need to go the speed limit and stop tailgating and acting like a weirdo when you drive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It drives way too fast. Helpful suggestions like when to turn her blinker on. She's good about that. She turns her blinker on. And things like that. But I thought I was going to be a little more scared when she's driving, but I'm actually most of the time pretty relaxed. I am pretty much. I don't feel like she's going to kill me. I don't feel like you're going to kill me. But she's been driving, I mean, not on the roads and stuff, but we have four-wheelers and side-by-sides, and we let her drive in the yard a little bit, and we live in a dirt road, so she's been, you know, driving up and down the dirt road for a while, so I feel like she's gotten the gist of it. Now she just needs to learn the logistics, street signs, speed limits, how to turn without jerking the wheel and things like that. We used to do that all the time. It used to drive me crazy. We ever signed up for driver's ed because in New Hampshire you have to be 15 and 9 months to start driver's ed. So she will be doing driver's ed in February. Yeah, she didn't finish till, when did you finish? When did you finish driver's ed? May, because of COVID.
No. It was June, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it was June.
No, she was supposed to be done with driver's ed a week before her birthday in April. But then because of COVID, it lasted like another month or so. Because they weren't allowed to drive with their instructors and things like that. And then
I didn't get out of driver's ed till June, and then it took another few weeks to get me into the appointment to take my knowledge test.
Yep, because they were so backlogged. So she didn't actually get her license until like July.
July 2nd.
Yeah.
Because we went in to take the knowledge test, and they told me that it wasn't going to be for another week or two before I could take the actual driving test. But somebody canceled, so I took the test the same day.
Yeah, we went up to give her results, and they're like, oh, let's schedule her for her driver's test. And I was like, okay. And I'd heard the girl that went up before us, and she scheduled out like a couple weeks. And I was like, oh, we're going to have to schedule out a couple weeks. She goes, we have a cancellation for later today. Do you want it? And we're like, yes. Yes, we do. So she took her road test actually in her Mustang. So we went and vacuumed it and cleaned it and got an air freshener and stuff before the test. Because we had some time to kill, but...
Yeah, we had to drive with the window down and the defrost on.
Yeah,
with
even though it was July.
With masks.
With masks, yeah. I think she's a pretty good driver. I feel really, really old. I do feel really old enough to drive. I think she's gonna be okay. I think she's gonna pass her driver's test with no problem.
Yay, and she did.
And things are gonna be good. But I wanted to tell you about an app that parents can download on their phones to keep track of how many hours they drive, because in New Hampshire, I believe, I think she needs 300 hours before
she turns 40.
It was 40, not 300. She's 16, she has to drive 300 hours. I said 300 hours. I'm like, can you imagine? That's a lot.
It's 40 hours of daytime driving.
And 10 hours of
10 hours of nighttime driving. Half an hour of before sunrise, half an hour after sunrise.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually did the before sunrise.
Like, who the hell gets up that early to drive? Like, I'm gonna get up at the crack ass to take you for a ride for a half hour.
Crack ass of ass.
It's crazy. So I there's an app that you can download called Road Ready, and Road Ready. I'll put a link below. This isn't a sponsored video, or I'm not getting any affiliates or anything. It's to keep track of how many hours they drive. So when she gets in the car, you just hit start drive. And when she's done, you hit finish drive, and then you can change, like, if it's day or night, with the road condition. And then you just download it, and it prints it out for you, and you can bring it to the DMV. Night, things like that. And then you just save it, and it keeps a running tally of how many hours she's driven. It's a great app. One of my friends told me about it. She uses it for her son. So it's fabulous. So check that out if you have a teenager that's going to be driving soon. So that's about it. Yay. And now Thomas is going to be driving soon, next month.
February 14th.